Hello, so today I have a pretty fun little thing going on. This was something that was discovered a little bit back from when this will be uploaded. It was something that kind of looks like this. Basically, the whole idea is if you have Energizer, Absolute Zero, and Brickell, you kind of can just mine everything, like literally everything, and just have Absolute Zero like clean up the ability to use the rest. Anyways, this gets like 100,000 cash spare or more on some really difficult maps, and a lot of the maps that it would have worked on, so Ouch, Flooded, that kind of stuff has been done. That screenshot on there, Flooded, was from You're Here. I got that off of Discord, so I decided I'm just gonna not do like something super try hard with this strategy, because it is definitely a very try hard thing. I'm just gonna play things a little more fun, and I'm gonna be getting the super omega fast mega mine stack, whatever you want to call it. I guess that's what I'm just gonna be calling it here on Ancient Portal, because you can get Brickell to get even more cooldown with an Energizer. So you just get Energizer and then Brickell on the cooldown reduction tile and XP tile. With that, we'll be able to get like a super fast level 20 and so many mega mines, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So for the early game here, I'm just starting with the sub, and I'm going to be getting a Energizer really early. This map will allow me to do it. It's not a difficult map. Like, this map is actually really easy because these hero tiles are just OP. You can do a lot with it. So I'm going to be able to get, I believe it's a round 50 Energizer, which is indeed very early. None of the rounds are particularly super hard, besides I think 49 and round 50 were pretty difficult. I did get a lot of ability uptime for the level 3, especially super early on, considering I'll be getting the reactor buff and that cooldown reduction buff. I think it's 25%. So all of that was pretty super chill. Just a few hard rounds, and then I did a little bit of micro from submerged to unsubmerged, because the air burst darts on the reactor are actually really strong. They're just really great like that for some reason. I think there was a buff to that a long time ago, so I'm just putting it on strong and first, using the abilities at good times, and I'll be able to get a round 50 reactor, which is indeed just kind of crazy. So around 50, those leads were really annoying actually, because I had to use the ability to take out the leads, but then everything else was super hard, so I just barely got it. And now it's time to move along. I'm gonna just be spamming the hell out of mega mines when they come up, and I'll just be getting the Moab shove here. I'm gonna use that to stall out the round so I can get a lot more mega mines. In the runs that use the Absolute Zero, I believe they don't even just get shove. Well, some of them don't, because they'll get the Absolute Zero itself to stall things out. That's pretty hard to do, because you'll need to get it just so some ceramics are alive and they're out of Brickell's range, and then Absolute Zero will be able to hold it, and then you can mega mine the next round. It's pretty hard to do, and I don't really have a lot of time right now because I'm going on vacation soon, so I thought I'd just do something chill, nothing too crazy, and this one was definitely a lot of fun. moving along a little bit, I'm getting a lot of mega mines up, and I can kind of stall a little bit with the Moab shove, but there definitely was just some weird issues. The one thing that the Moab shove will do is that it will always go for the first target. So if there's something in range of its shove area, it will shove the first one, which is not the one that you want to stall. You always want to stall like the last target. So sometimes it wasn't doing that, but I noticed that it wasn't even like holding the BFB in place, which I thought was kind of odd. So after a bit of a disaster where I couldn't get the stall and I almost like completely bricked the run, I ended up just going for 013 on the heli, and then that even was enough. I'm not sure why exactly. I always thought just an 013 heli could perma-stall a BFB, but apparently I needed to get drums for it too, which I guess was something. That was kind of right here where I needed to grab that ice, and then I end up messing up the stall one more time later in the game, where then I'm forced to buy what was it? I was forced by an Arctic wind, so that's completely cuttable. All that ice is cuttable, so maybe like $5,000 could be saved from this run, but I think that drums is needed because for some reason I just wasn't able to stall out these rounds without that drums. I'm not sure if that's just something on my bad or I don't know. And also another thing that was a little bit annoying is that I don't really have a lot of space to space out these mega mines. In order to get this to work, you need like a lot of space so you can get explosion after explosion, but I kind of have to cram everything in the back or else I just kill my stall, which is a little bit of a bummer. But with that in mind, I also don't have any burst like cleanup because I don't have a snowstorm or any of that, so I'm just like stacking them all on top of each other so I can take out these ceramics with the mega mines too. So it's just a bit of craziness, but it shouldn't really be that hard. A few mistakes make it a little bit difficult here and there, but considering how low the stakes are with how easy the map is, everything kind of sorts itself out, and I'm able to get away with a good amount of cash spare. Rounding off the last few rounds, I'm trying to get as big of a mine stack as possible, so I'm going to get everything but that one fortified Moab there, and then the mines just come back super fast. I actually could make them come back even faster if I were to get the final harmonic, which will decrease the hero's ability cooldown even further, but that was a lot of money and was completely unnecessary, so I decided just to kind of skip it all together. Round 98, I took out everything in one big chunk, and then I didn't really stack the mines that well, so the ice from the Arctic wind had to kind of clean up the rest of that. But then on round 99, I got a good stall, and I got a lot of mines up, so I could get everything besides the last little bit, and now I just need to stack a bunch for a 100. This actually got a bit closer than I thought. I thought the mines that I had would just insta-kill the whole thing, but no, not really. It left a bunch of Moabs in there, so I just had to get one last mine and pop that all open, and then it goes down. I had 128,000 cash spare, which is actually the current LCC for this, surprisingly, considering how bad and scuffed this is. It should be able to go up to 132,000 cash spare, but it's a really funny strategy. Very try hard though. Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!